everyone, hope you're all having a great day. Welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would discuss things regarding YouTube and what I learned along the way. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, please keep watching. Okay, the first thing, I had no idea what my channel was going to be about when I first uploaded a video. Just a little fun fact. I just, recorded my dog doing something adorable. And basically my boyfriend thought it was cute enough to go on YouTube, and that is basically what inspired me to go against my fears and just press upload. But after I pressed that cute video of my dog, I just had absolutely no idea what else I was going to bring to the picture. So that is something that I wish I would have decided before I uploaded my first video. Winging it just wasn't an option. Okay, what else? I didn't really think about, could I afford what I wanted to record about, because some things obviously cost more money than others. Like if, let's say, somebody wants to do hauls 5 times a week, obviously they're gonna have to be earning a decent living, because if you're just barely making it, hauls aren't really gonna work, obviously. So that's another thing that I wish I would have really thought about before I started my channel. What else? Oh, I should have filmed a few videos actually before uploading my first one. Reason being, there may come a time that you have what I call creator's block, where you basically can't come up with any ideas. And had I filmed like some batch videos, I wouldn't have had that issue. So there was a time that I was able to miraculously film 3 videos in one day, and then I decided to space them all a week apart. So that helped out tremendously when I went through that creator's block that I went through. Actually, I probably went through it twice. So there's that. Number 4, how often will I be able to film? Now, obviously, everybody's home is different. There are some people who maybe live alone, they have all the time in the world. Then there's other people who maybe share a house with like 7 other people. Obviously, that's going to be more of a challenge if you need a quiet space, to be able to film your videos, so there's not a lot of like background noise bothering or just as a distraction. So that's another thing that I, would have taken into account before, starting it. It's just different for you. It just depends on your home life, naturally. What else? Number 5, are you happy with your background? I mean, clearly this background is very plain, but it's the place where I can get the most lighting, and I feel like it's better here than where I would get like in front of the window, for example. It's just better because over there's really nowhere for me to sit and be able to place something at a level where I need it, since sometimes I do have to have things written down so I don't forget for the purpose of the video. So this is basically the best place for me to sit right now so that I can have everything at an eye level. So there's that. So I guess maybe take that into consideration, unless of course you're working with a tripod. In my case, it's something that just basically holds your phone in place that I got at Dollar Tree. So very different from a tripod. What else? Okay, number 6, I had some unrealistic expectations. I guess it's because I saw some YouTubers, put out a video, and I saw that they grew really, really fast. And I thought to myself, well, there's probably a 50-50 chance that that'll happen. And if it does happen, naturally, I'll be able to post better content, because the quicker you get monetized, the better the content, obviously. But some people I didn't take into account that maybe had a large following before they started, maybe already had internet fame or famous YouTube friends. So a lot of those things I really needed to take into account before I started. So there's that. Number 7, basically try to do videos with very little editing. I actually came to learn recently that actually editing does help with audience retention. If you're just doing the same thing for what the audience thinks is too long, they're gonna lose interest easier. That's why some of the big YouTubers, you constantly see them like 1 minute they're like this, the next minute they're like this, the next minute they're like this. They're constantly changing because they're doing it to keep you entertained. Because if you are not entertained, the viewer, obviously, then that means that we're not doing it correctly. So that's one of the things I wish I would have realized before I tried to do with as little editing as possible. It actually would have been better if I wasn't so afraid to screw up and was okay doing more editing. And what else? What else? Oh, your viral video, it might not be what you expected. Like the video of mine that got a decent amount of views, it was a video that I honestly didn't think it was going to do that well because I wasn't feeling like I looked very nice in that video in comparison to the others. But for some reason, that was the video that ended up doing better than the others. So just also keep that in mind. Sometimes that happens. Let me see what else. What else? Oh, I guess I think we're at number 9. Try to look the part, basically, because you're going up against people who have, in some cases, more money, better backgrounds, more resources. So you have to basically dress for the job you want, not the job you have. And that's, just another thing that I really should have kept in mind, gone into it thinking I have to look professional from the start, not as time goes by, I'll look more professional. So that's another thing that I wish I would have thought of before. Okay, now going to number 10. Okay, so number 10, don't take too much time off, because if you do that, some of your subscribers or viewers are just going to lose interest. They're going to think you're not reliable. So I would definitely say, not to take too many breaks. I mean, if you have a large following, obviously you can get away with that, but I feel like when you're beginning, it's very, very important to put out as many videos as you possibly can. Like I said earlier, everybody's life is different, and that obviously is what determines how many videos a week you're going to be putting out there, as well as the material you're working with. And finally, I'm going to say to think outside the box, because, whether it's filming, editing, because sometimes you try something different and it might not work, but at the same time, you can try something different and it could be great. People could absolutely love it. So when something doesn't work, don't continue doing it, because as they say, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So I think I'll end it there because I don't want the video to be too long, but I just wanted to put out there some things that I learned along the way. So this way, anybody who's starting a channel, or maybe even who's had a channel for quite some time, but they feel like they need some extra tips, could look into this, and then maybe it'll help you do a little bit better. So I'll end it there. As always, thank you all for watching. Have an amazing day and start filming. Bye.